Hello there, I'm Eli at SafeNet. This presentation is to show you the details or the list of what's new for each LDK versions starting from 6.1 until 7.3. In LDK 6.1, we have introduced the migration tool that helps to migrate from database of the old HASP to the EMS database. Then we have also the BSS API, Business Studio Server API, that can run under the EMS server and therefore allow you to still continue the old BSS API using the new EMS server. We had the Macintosh envelope with support for data HASP. The runtime 6.25 included the option to burn several Sentinel HL keys simultaneously at the same time to connect them and burn them at once. Some improvement in our EMS installer and the customer portal in the EMS which allow end users to activate. So all of this was about LDK 6.1. With LDK 6.3, we had the SL key for Linux, some envelope enhancements, support for two operating systems, Windows 8 and OS X 10.8, some EMS enhancement, and other samples for admin API, which allows you to control the activity of admin control center, the license managers, but using programs. And we included runtime version 6.50 with update runtime also for Macintosh and Linux. This was about 6.3. With 6.4, we have introduced the driverless configuration for Sentinel HL key, which allows you to work with Sentinel HL key with no runtime installation. Also, we allowed some evaluation of the cloud, but it was for specific customers. Then we provided a tool which is a software manager in order to allow ISVs to see what are the new components that are waiting for them with regard to new LDK components available for them if they want to download them. There were several enhancements for the envelope and the EMS, and support for Windows 8, Windows Server 2012, Macintosh OS X 10.8. Also, we introduced another version of the Sentinel HL Max key, but as a chip, in a chip form factor that can be good for embedded Word. This was about 6.4, and with 7.0, we firstly introduced the app on chip, the ability to execute part of the machine code of your protected application on the Sentinel HL key. Then we also provided driverless configuration for net and net time keys. We created external license manager in order to support customers who want the license manager not to be integrated inside their API and inside the envelope application, but as an external file, external executable. There were several enhancements for the EMS related to usability, many good things that were added. There was some SL legacy support. For instance, if a customer wants to continue working with SL legacy and with new updates and not change it into the new SL admin mode. So we provided the support for it. Several enhancements for the envelope and supported platforms. WinCE is part of the DVD that we provide Version 5 or version 6 for WinCE is now supported. Windows 7 embedded standards, Windows 8.1, and Ubuntu 12.04 LTS. This was about LDK 7. With LDK 7.1, we provided a cloud support for anyone, any customer who wants to get it for working with his LDK. Another important thing is the VM live migration support for anyone using VMwares and need the live migration, so now he can be working with SL keys due to the support in FQDN scheme for clone protection. Untitled support allows us to get less false positives from antiviruses because we comply this Untitled. This is going to continue in the next in the future releases as well. Several up-on-chip enhancements and several things that were supported that now supported using the configuration, the driverless configuration of Sentinel LDK. One of them is the VClock support, meaning that you can use a non-RTC Sentinel LDK like Pro. It doesn't have RTC inside, but nevertheless, you are able to use it for time licenses. Dynamic memory allows you to control and to define which part of the memory, the memory that resides in the Sentinel LDK, which part will go to the memory read-only, read-write, etc. And there is a support for macOS 10.9.2. With 7.2, 7.2 was a patch that you have to install on the top of 7.1, so it wasn't a full release. Over there was a VM live migration support, but not only with LeakGen API as used to be up to 7.2, but also using the EMS. Also, using the EMS, you can work with VClock. Previously, you could do it only with LeakGen API. We had RT version 6.64 in order to include some fixes for BSOD that were detected. Some more usability improvement for the EMS, and we have upgraded our cloud to version 3.5, so any customer of the LDK who wants to get to be working also with the cloud support will be working with cloud version 3.5. This means a new RTE, and the Sentinel Cloud Connect is also upgraded. With 7.3, we have created support for Android for ARM devices. Now it is part of our LDK. Anyone who has the LDK also gets Android support included. Another thing is with configuration of driverless for Sentinel LDK, you can also now be working with non-net keys like Pro and burn them inside them license which contains concurrency. So previously you could use concurrency only with net and net time keys. Now you will be able to do it with HL keys driverless configuration. And the last thing is some additional functionality that improves the performance and the decision making of up-on-chip. What does it mean? If you choose to envelope with up-on-chip, then you get several functions that you can choose which will be protected with up-on-chip. The matter is that you have to decide it in a balance between security and performance, because the up-on-chip relatively consume a lot of load time. So using the performance profiling, you are using your envelope in like a debug mode for testing, and therefore you will be able to see exactly how long it takes for each function to be protected with up-on-chip, and therefore you will be able to decide exactly which functions do you want to take into the up-on-chip. Thank you for watching.